Yes, our people will thank you so much. Stay there for us. We will not rejoin us all the time, and now only God 90. Now God they carry am o, now be woman be no. Thank God, say God be God because if na man be God some people not go sit down o. They go don't buy the thing wey we suppose use now. They go they buy am for people wey be say they not there at all. They go don't buy and put for ground because some people go say no, this place you not supposed to stay there. I won't buy am for person wey be say they my side. But thank God, God be God. Well, last week for this show we talk about our farmers. And people say go back to farm o, kiniko. I say me too, I dey do farm. But mama, may I tell you, shey e dey easy for me to carry cutlass with this sand wey you see. If I do am shiki small, shey this sand dem no go do wetin, dem no go dey swell. Even all these children wey go send go school, plenty of them as dem dey school so, who wan make him pikin come back come carry cutlass dey waka enter farm dey cut am kpai because you wan do wetin, you wan produce food. But when we travel out to see some people, China dem, we discover say e don get some things wey be say they don build together wey be say go make farming easy. Wey be say me like this, if I come back from office, I fit go my backyard, use the equipment, I go do am. E no be like that. So wetin those things wey be say go make farming dey easy for us, shey e dey easy? Well, we wan talk about farms and the tools wey we say we fit take use wey go make am dey easy, wey food go boku like other places wey be say dem dey do wetin dey contribute food for us here. Not be only me waka come for the show. We get I remember Auntie Patience.
No be your people.
Na my people. I talk as not be only me waka come.
Be only me waka come.
Kayode dey here, and not be Kayode alone. The engineer wey we wan carry come, why we go carry engineer for farming? E get reason. Engineer DEJI, OLOGBESE, e dey here. And the engineer, how you dey?
Fine.
You dey fine?
Yes, sir.
Kayode dey fine.
Engineer how ẹ̀mọ̀ kú ojúmọ́.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ewé tóbi tu ìlélẹ̀. Bàbá ṣe ń lò ní Yorùbá.
Ó dàbí pé àwọn tó wá jẹ́ engineer máa fẹ́ràn àti rẹ́rìn tó pọ̀.
Ilé ìdọ́gbọ̀n sí tàbí sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ̀yin náà máa rẹ́rìn tí ìyẹn náà dàbẹ̀. Ṣẹ̀rí lórí ètò mi tùrè yìí.
A lè ṣe Ìgbò, a lè sọ Yorùbá, a lè ṣàkúrẹ́, a lè sọ gbẹ̀sẹ̀.
Gbogbo tẹ bá ṣá èdè tẹ bá ti máa sọ tó máa ṣá lè jẹ́ kí ohun tá a fẹ́ sọ yẹn kó yé tí àwọn èèyàn kó yé wọn yékéyéké. Tábàwò dáadáa, ẹnjìníà tí ẹ jẹ́ ẹnjìníà olómi ni àbẹ́ ẹnjìníà oníyẹ̀pẹ̀ àbẹ́ ẹnjìníà
onímọ́tò
àbẹ́ ẹnjìníà mẹkáníìkì ìwọ rẹ̀.
Mechanical engineer ni.
Ẹ lè tó mọ́tò ṣe bá.
Yes. Ali, yes.
Ẹ lè build tractor. Ṣé ẹ lè build ni?
She build a tractor.
Ṣé ẹ lè ṣe ni?
No, the delivery question I say she only build tractor.
Nígbà tẹ ní ẹnjìníà mẹkáníkà mo wá ń bèrè ṣé ẹ lè build irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni.
Wẹ́ ṣé wọn pé ní lérèfé tíyàn bá kọ́kọ́ wò tẹ́ bá gbọ́ pé èèyàn kan jẹ́ engineer kọ́kọ́ wò pé ó yẹ kó lè ṣe lé, ó yẹ kó lè ṣe lé, ó yẹ kó lè ṣe lé, but kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí. Pé mo jẹ́ mechanical engineer kò mean pé mo lè build mọ́tò, mo lè build tractor. You know, there are specializations in engineering. So then ní bí wọ́n ṣe bá ṣe lọ school wa ní Nàìjíríà ò really kò specify gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ ẹ̀.
Gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn máa ń ṣe.
Generalize it.
So because
ṣùgbọ́n tí ọba wa ń gàgbà sí ó lè wà sọ́kà ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìyàsápá bí yìí.
wọ́n lè wà lọ ìyàsápá bí tó wù.
Bó ṣé ó níbi tẹ́yìn ti yà sí.
Actually I'm in production.
Production.
Ìbéèrè
mi yẹn náà tún wá já sí nìyẹn o pé ẹ wà ní production.
Ṣé tàgbẹ̀ ni
ẹ produce ni? Ṣé táyà lẹ lọ yí ni àbí kí ni gẹ?
Ṣé táyà lẹ produce ni? Èmi lẹ produce.
Àgbẹ̀ nìkan kọ́ is all encompassing. Àwọn tí problem bá wà, purpose engineer ni pé kó give solution to it. So we are solution providers in every area.
Ó dà ẹ bá wo orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà báyìí láì dóònà pẹ̀lú ebi ń báyọ̀ fa ọ̀pàpà làǹsà ẹ sì wà lápá ju omi wọ́n sì ní irrigation náà wà kí lẹ̀ wò pé a lè ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ ìlébi ilé.
Ṣẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ tí question tẹ béèrè yẹn ó deep bí mo ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan.
Ìjà fòkùn sí ká wà lọ́dọ̀.
Bí mo ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan, as an engineer, nǹkan tí engineer wà fún ni pé kó provide solution. We are solution providers. So in every area, ní area oúnjẹ, area agriculture, every other area, infrastructure, gbogbo ibi tó yẹ ká ti rí engineer ni. But ṣé báwo bí Nigeria ṣe wà structured, àfàyè gba irú àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ̀nyí. You know, we don't have, we have poor institution and governance in Nigeria. Tí bá sọ pé institution, ẹ mọ àwọn nǹkan tí mo mean, like law, the government bodies and everything like that, are structured to give room for production.
Okay, now we want to talk about since you said you're in production, and we're talking about food scarcity, and we're talking about farming. Despite the fact that everybody is saying go back to farm, it's not easy like that. So now there are recently the government said it's going to give us 200,000 tractors so that it will ease our production in farming. Mechanization, yes. Now, should we just always be depending on the government to give us those things? Since you are in production, can't we produce smaller equipment that can work and make it easy for us to farm?
Yes, you made a very good point there. It's a very, very good deep question. We can do that. Engineers are meant to do that. But like I said the other time, the way our government is structured, we don't really give room for engineers to perform. You know, in many areas, engineers are sidelined in decision making, and so there's something like in Nigeria, there's something I call brain drain, because most of our engineers, talented engineers, have left the country looking for greener pastures. They've moved to UK, moved to US, moved to every other places like that.
They're giving them
rooms. You know,
so
and the implication is that Nigeria is investing heavily to train engineers, but other countries, unfortunately, are benefiting
dividends of that
education.
Thank you. I want to take you up from that side. Sometimes you have an engineer called Okapi. He has even tried to produce a vehicle that he names after him. Then he just rise and fall. What are you the guys doing as an engineer to encourage each other in the production? You said we are in the production now. Yeah. What are you doing to encourage each other?
Very good point again. You know, we shouldn't really depend on government big contracts. The engineers most of our engineers, because of the structure of our system, most of them are hiding. Most of them, they are doing their things. You know, when engineers see others as competition, you know, there's no collaboration. We like to do our own, do it the way we want. There's no collaboration. There's no, there's a way, you know, other countries do it. They use think tanks, they use, you know, they collaborate, they come together. And when you come together like that in town halls, in a lot of other sector platforms like that, you'll be able to, you know, reason out things.
Okay, what do you think is depriving engineers of coming together? Why are they not coming together? Is it the government again? Now you have your body now, you have engineering.
Yes.
Okay, what are those things? At least one yàrá ló ń báraga. Ẹ̀yin ló yẹ kẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbé ẹrù ọ̀fẹ́. Kíjọba gan tó bá yín gbé. But láàrin engineers yẹn, you people are, what are those things that is depriving you people from coming together?
I've told you that time
that
a lot of us see others as competition. Because of that, there's no.
Let me do my own. Let me do on my own. No?
So if Nigeria, if engineers come together, a lot of things, reasons will come out.
Okay. Let me quickly ask you a question concerning that. You said Nigeria is investing a lot of money on engineers, and after training them, they travel. Then what is Nigeria Association of Engineers? What are they doing about that?
Why?
If you are trained,
Kyle, let's make it one after the other. Please answer that one first now.
Oh, you see your see, there's nothing
Engineers can
the bodies can really do that, because even the body itself is striving for to breathe. The system is not allowing the bodies
to breathe.
So they are not in the decision making. They are not in, you don't, when, I don't want to talk a lot of things here.
DEJI.
So,
DEJI. There are things that we believe the government is doing. Most of the time, engineers are being trained.
Okay.
Some engineers they are not engineers. They just went through that road, but they are not good enough for, to bring out what they think they have trained for. Who is at fault? Is it the school, the engineer? I mean the society.
The question you are asked now is, we allow us to go to the base. Let's go to our university system. The university system is the training they give to engineers are mostly theoretical.
We shouldn't be.
There's a disconnect between education and industrial base. There's no, disconnect between education and practice. There's one way you are educated, another way you are
practically do those things.
Our education in Nigeria, the university system is not training us, giving us innovation-based training. So what they give us is theoretical, except maybe yourself, you cannot go ahead and develop more. So we are not having in mind most things they are teaching in the university is either outdated or not practicable. And so when you come to the scene to utilize it, you are not able to, apart from the fact that the system will not allow you even to practicalize the theory you have learnt, but the theory given to you is not even practical.
Can you imagine can you imagine an engineer, a mechanical engineer that does not know where there is a valve in a car, where he doesn't know where there is a fuel pump and cannot change a fuel pump and other things. How do we go back to correct all these things? Because a lot of children are still coming up now and they want to study, and what are you studying? Engineering. But at the end of the day, those engineers, so maybe that's why the government is not giving you the space, because if they have to produce this now, you cannot do it.
No, even with the knowledge that the engineer has now, if the government gives them room, they can still utilize it. I want to tell you that engineers are doing a lot of things silently that they need, support. You cannot, in those places where it works, there are supports. Here there's no support to bring. Go to our universities, even that I talked about. Go to FUTA here, you see innovations, things, projects that some students have developed, and there's nothing done about it. All those things are just packed in a book and kept in an archive. Those things can be utilized. You know what they do? Let me give you an example of Netherlands. Netherlands became the food basket of Europe because they utilized innovation, and they did strategic planning, and they put things in perspective, good things in perspective. That's why they are able to, produce, area of food. They
have it there.
Yeah, they have it.
Because when you look at
they utilize innovation. Okay.
We are utilizing innovations. Like there is Polytechnic, which I think is meant for more practical.
Yes, more practical than university.
What is the collaboration as an engineer within the Polytechnic graduate as an engineer and the university
graduates, and at the end of the day, the certificate
I did not bring in
Is
that not happening in the field of education?
It is happening. It's happening. There's a disparity. There's a war between the Polytechnic and the university. Like you said, that even in some areas you try to shut down somebody because he's from Polytechnic, which is not supposed to be. You took the same training. In fact, let me tell you, the Polytechnic, they took better training than the university system. So, but what I think, you know, if you ask me, what I think engineers can do now, we can still do a lot of things, even though we are doing a lot of things. Like I can mention some names in Nigeria that need support. Names like DEJI in Akure is doing well. Look at Lagbat in, you know, Lagbat that I'm talking about, is doing well. Look at Inosin. Do you know that Nigeria, they produce one vehicle, one Igiligi APC, armored vehicle. Nigeria produces there is the best in fact, even all over the world is the best. So engineering is working here just because it's silent.
Okay, now let's go to farm tools. Can the engineers produce
Definitely,
farm tools?
definitely.
Then why are they not giving us this?
I told you, you know, you can, there are some of these things that you cannot do alone. You can't do it on your own. You don't have the capacity. A lot of engineers have done prototypes. They've done good things, but they need support to produce those things, to make it available.
And what are the steps you people are taking to ask for the support? Ọmọdé wa ní ẹni tó bá kọfẹ, ẹ fẹ́ kí n gbé yín, ẹ nílò láti kọ́ apá. What are those things you people are doing? Àbí ẹ kàn kọ́wọ́ gbéra pé ẹ ṣe bá ti ṣe?
That's not. You see the.
I want you to talk from the level of the society, from the your organization, engineers. Are there steps you people are taking?
Yeah, there are steps, but what I can tell you is that the society is not giving in that area.
What do we do now?
What we should do is if we can develop, small, the country can grow if we look at the area of small businesses.
Who do we tell?
We tell ourselves. That's why you have brought me here. People are hearing us now that you can start small. You don't need to wait for the government. A lot of people have waited for support, and because support is not coming, this is not dying.
Excuse me. There is this organization being put in place by the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Okay.
They call them Research Institute. And there are a bunch of engineers there.
Okay.
I think they have their office in Eldoro.
Yes, I know.
So what is the society doing? Because federal government releases money. The DG there is an engineer.
Okay.
The next person is an engineer. Everybody there, we just have some who are not engineering inclined. Then the federal government has done it in putting this institution in place since all these days. What is the
Àbí ẹ̀kọ́ dọ́gbọ́n kó jẹ ní ṣáǹsì?
Sir, concern the government put your money there. Well, I will not argue it. But I'm telling you, the system doesn't really give into research. I'm telling you the truth. We are not researching anything. We have not done well in the area of research. If research is properly done and funded, I tell you Nigeria will be on. We are not allowing what is in our brains to come out. In other areas, they settle people down. They give them an environment where they can settle down and think. We are not really thinking. That's where we are.
But engineers are expected they are trained to be on their own. Am I right?
Yes.
So what is it that is happening now? Just choose for our farmers. Like if I have interest now, I have interest to be a farmer.
Okay.
Then I don't have money to buy tractors. But in the Chinese, some advanced
there are some, even apart from that, there are some
small engines.
Sir,
being innovated by the engineers.
Let me tell you the truth. Go to the farms, you will see today that there are, like you said, there are some of these tools that are being produced. I told you it's not.
It's not
Okra Tiada. Our machines where they fry Gary. I've seen it. There was one man in Shagari village in Akure here. I remember, you know, the construction of a lot of equipments that are utilized in the farm. It's just that he will just do one and he won't be able to further. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of things.
You mean that the
Assuming
government
that,
is
yes,
assisting, they will be able to do thousands.
it's not even only government. People that can, there are a lot of people that has this wherewithal and they don't know where to use it. If you can, you know, there's something I want to call mentoring. You can mentor people. You know, you see this person doing well in this area. You can mentor, you can support and bring that person up. And so, do you want to tell me if for instance, Innocent, for instance, is supported, do you think he will still be in this level in this?
You know, but some people are saying, Innocent Motors could have been normal Japanese Jeep.
Who told you that?
No.
Vehicle that is built for, the Nigerian roads is purposely developed for Nigerian roads. And you are telling me it's not better.
And I think
You just see what we need something. We need something again.
What do we need?
We need a mind shift to value.
What we have.
You know, yes. We need to understand that if we have local problem, there are local solutions.
Stop looking for foreign
So
solutions.
if you know a lot of like for instance our economy depends on crude oil, crude oil export. And so after exporting crude oil, we import finished products. Now, when we have imported finished products, where did you place the engineers? What else? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
You have you see, engineering thrives where there are
circumstances.
manufacturing companies, industrial bases. That's where engineering thrives.
In this same Nigeria, NNPC was somewhere to build a refinery, and we have engineers there for years and years and years. It was rolling. Engineers could not come out with anything to rebuild and it was engineer.
It is easy to say that engineers did not come out. Well, that may not be the picture.
Okay, maybe more political.
That's what I'm telling you, that we need mind shift. We need a paradigm shift from thinking that our home is not good enough, from thinking that it's only foreign.
When the Japanese comes alone, that's when
it's only when somebody in a white body comes that things can be done.
Individually, sir. You see, there are kids that you will realize that this guy will be an engineer.
Okay.
For example, I brought a young guy that was able, without going to school, he was in the secondary school.
Okay.
Then he made, with paper, he made a vehicle that was moving. He used Motorola, what you call it, and this.
He assembles. That's assembling. Yes.
And the car was moving without engine. I brought that guy on the television.
Okay.
What is the Nigerian society
Doing about it?
doing about catching them young? And we said we should build on them, we should invest on them.
Nigerian society of engineers is limited in that area. That's what I'm telling you. They are trying their best. They are doing what they are supposed to do, and but they are limited. They don't have the capacity to do what they are trying to do. But let me.
Papers can be written.
Papers are written. Do you think that is not done? Papers are written, a lot of papers. Go to the office, you see a lot of papers that are written in that note that are not given
Kí lẹ wá rò pa lè ṣe, a nílò irinṣẹ́ kéékèèké.
Nǹkan tèmi rò pé a lè ṣe ní báyìí pé ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn engineers tó ń gbọ́ mi báyìí jẹ́ ká let them come to do. We have hidden ourselves children. Let them come, make themselves visible. Yes, màá for instance,
you come to the open ṣé ká máa lo àgbègbè engineer ni mí mo lè ṣe kinní yìí.
náà mo fẹ́ sọ ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ bí kékeré. For instance, we can start in the area of mentoring, like bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọmọ kékeré tẹ̀lé yẹn. Let's go to the second school. Let engineer go to the secondary school and mentor people, teach people some small things like you know, let me say AutoCAD, in tech, you know, introduce them to tech ops and all those. Let them have a feeling from the onset, and so as they are growing, they will go in that line.
So
you know,
it's good to mentor. It's good to let them know where they are going at the end of the day. A lot of engineers goes into the university and came out just like that with theories. What do you think we can do so that we have more practicals? I remember there was when we had this 364 system.
okay.
There were a lot of practical things. So what do you think engineers can do? Maybe if you know you are going for engineering, there should be more practicals.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying.
yes.
I told you that our education system is not innovation based. Maybe
Solution
I
I felt.
yes, that's what I'm saying. See, you cannot give what you don't have. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when the innovation, we need to catch them young.
Okay.
You know, let them start from the onset. It's not when you know in your secondary schools you are doing another thing, you are doing a lot of things, you go to the university, you are exposed to a lot of things. You know many things, but you cannot do anything. It's shameful.
I remember when we were in secondary school, they asked us to be drawing frog.
Yeah,
Kí ni frog ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ayé wa lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ṣàwà?
So
You understand?
the
Àbí wọn ní kẹ́ ya ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀
Ẹ̀yọ̀
a máa ya àgbàdo, a kàn máa ń yá, àmọ́ bó ṣe ń gbìn, àmọ́ àlè ní wọn mú wa lọ sóko káàkiri nígbà
that
yẹn.
one is even good because he's trying to bring up your mind. When you draw, you are trying to
That's àgbàdo lélẹ̀.
think. Yes, he's thinking.
You think before
Yes,
you draw.
yes. You cannot draw what you don't imagine.
Okay,
He's allowing for imagination
okay.
because whatever you can think, you can develop.
Ó dà
Whatever you
lórí
can imagine,
gbogbo
you can
ìwé náà
develop.
sọ látàárọ̀ yìí kí wá ní ìmọ̀ràn yín kí ni ọ̀nà àbáyọ pé
Láti-
àwọn aláàfin àwọn irinṣẹ́
Kéékèèké tó máa jẹ́ kí
iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ wo ní í ṣe a ní mo wo orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára mo sì lóbìnrin yẹn kí ni ìrún jù bíi tébù yìí ó dẹ̀ jókòó lé ó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣánko kò tiẹ̀ ní lára òun kàn jókòó lé lórí.
ṣé irú yẹn báyìí tí máa ti fi ṣẹ́lé ṣé mi lè lọ ṣe yẹn?
ó dẹ̀
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kí n lọ máa
sọ
fọwọ́ ṣanko, ṣé ó bá
láàrin
sí
wákàtí kan ilẹ̀ tó ṣán bà mí lẹ́rù wọ́n dẹ̀ kọ́ síbẹ̀ pé under 1 hour lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ó tún kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ó bọ́ sí mi kékeré báyìí ó tún jókòó lé ó tún lọ ìyẹn náà tún kọ́ ebè kí lẹ́nu bá lè ṣe lórí eléyìí.
la lè ṣe o.
Nǹkan tá a lè ṣe.
lóbìnrin ní kì í ṣọkùnrin o.
Àbí?
Number one, a ti sọ most of it lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Ẹ jẹ́ ká engineers need láti collaborate. We need to come together. We need to be intentional. Intentional in the sense that we need to know that there is problem to solve and sit down to think what to do about it. I know some things are being done, but it's not good enough. It's not enough. So,
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer DEJI OLOGBESE, mechanical engineer, and we'll be talking about producing farming tools that will assist in our farming and make things easy. Well, engineers, they said we should come together and we should know there is problem, so we must find solution. Engineer will always find solution to things. So this is the biggest problem we are talking about now, and we hope you engineers will come together to find solution to it. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
thank you.
We want to appreciate you. Ẹ jẹ́ tí a bá ti tún lọ meeting, ẹ sọ fún wọn pé wàhálà wà nílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ á wá solutions wàhálà tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí torí àwa kan ò fẹ́ ṣoko mọ́ o. Wàhálà tó pọ̀ jù. Let's go over to the other side and we'll be coming in with another guest. You're still on the show.